Welcome back to another episode of Goblin-Sighting D&D. I am the Mad DM. These are my fearless adventurers. When last we left our party, they were working on clearing out the lost mine of Fandelver at Wayviko Cave, and they had just finished with a harrowing encounter with a flame skull and some zombies. That done, they cleared out a small nest of bugbears, with Edra exercising thaumaturgy to scare the living daylights out of the bugbears who fled the scene. Retreating to what I can only assume is the mouth of the cave?
Yep.
Okay. Retreating to the mouth of the cave for another long rest that took them to dawn, as the party's resources and magical items all replenished, full spell slots, full HP, full charges on your staff and wand respectively, one more day's rations and 2 more water skins, and another marked 2 days feed off the donkeys at this point, because we forgot that last time.
Behind you, in the bin, there is a paper. Could you find me 2 pieces that are blank on one side? Shouldn't be hard.
Okay. What do you want to do next?
Well, does Elizabeth have any preferences or ideas? I know she was kind of looking around and probably checking things out for us. Or perhaps she and Victor have had some thoughts.
They have been talking.
Yes, I imagine. Might not all be about the adventure.
No.
It's
No.
not.
Most of it's about what happened.
I imagine.
With things help, right?
Not anymore. Like you're thumped up on the head. Okay.
So where have you been?
Let's look and see where we're at. Okay. We're in area 1. Well. Let's see what this does. Okay. Elizabeth's all for checking out the area that we were about to check on, the right-hand turn out of the T intersection that led to Nesnar. And then possibly scooting down through the blast furnace area to check out that other area beyond it that we didn't get a chance to look at.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
I'm in agreement.
sounds good. So as you proceed, I'm assuming the usual.
Should have your Should have
Alright. So, you proceed into the mine. Okay. And without incident, you manage to make it to the same T intersection, traveling down the stairs. You find yourselves. A wide rift fills the eastern half of this cavern. A stream pours out of the west wall and then tumbles down into the rift and flows out again to the north. Several ropes are secured to iron stakes along the western edge of the rift, leading down to the chasm floor. Up on the T intersection that led to... Yep, so you're down here. So, what do you wish to do?
Have we stepped inside or just kind of peeked inside?
Well, Finn and Victor and Elizabeth had marched straight in and started climbing down. guys are welcome to do what you wish.
I will. I have to kind of
We're
look
gonna
at
do a, which one are you doing?
I'm doing perception. Wait, let's see. I think I got the same.
I'm gonna do arcane.
I get 4 plus on perception, so I'm going to do a 16, which gives me a 20 of perception.
So I've got plus something on arcane. I've got 16 on arcane.
Okay. There appears to be something registering. Second. Okay. There appears to be some kind of an arcane presence emanating from the bottom of the ravine.
Which is where they were going down to.
Yes.
Oh.
1 second while Victor and Elizabeth will make a combined acrobatics. My athletics check will get with these.
Should we holler down to them?
Oh, that's better. Elizabeth managed to catch Fenton as he falls. Just barely. No, they're down. They're trying to catch him
Oh,
as
I
he
see, as
falls
he
down on
comes
top
in.
of them.
They're already there, huh?
Mhm.
You okay?
They already just slid down the rope.
How much of a drop is it?
About 20 feet,
I can jump it,
I think. I'll double check.
but I'm not sure I want to yet.
I can
I wouldn't fall.
20 feet deep, yep.
Please don't fall. That would be significant bludgeoning
Okay.
damage.
You made a what check?
Perception.
Of?
The down there, because when we walked in there, well,
Oh,
no,
what
excuse me,
number?
in
What
the
number,
area we're
sorry?
at. I had a 20.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, it was a 16 plus 4, it wasn't
Yeah.
a natural 20.
Okay. There's nothing obvious in the area. There are a couple of corpses, a couple of bugbears, and a doppelganger that got hit in a rock fall from something that happens.
Can't imagine what that might have been.
Retconning DM. Alright. Do you wish to descend the pit?
Can I jump it without causing, I have
Make an
boots.
athletics check.
Even with the boots, I have to make an athletics check?
Yeah, you just, with the boots of striding and springing, when you jump, you can jump 3 times the normal distance.
It's a normal distance. Is that-
Whatever your athletics gives you.
It says plus 4 for
Yeah,
my
so
bonus.
make
Okay.
the athletics check.
And this would,
And
this,
with jumping, I will
and
get,
this would be
let
the-
me get the thingy up
Okay.
real fast. Jumps. Sorry, it's
that's okay.
been a minute since I had to look for someone jumping. Here it is. Long jumps versus high jumps. It won't necessarily be helpful to jump down. Jumping is usually reserved to going over something or going up something. So if you're jumping out of the pit, then that would be one thing.
Gotcha.
Jumping into the pit is something else.
So I'll just take the boots down. Do I still need an athletics check for that
Yes.
too? Okay.
20.
11 plus 4 is 15.
Okay. You make yours. Okay. Without undue conceit, you manage to just walk yourself down the side of the pit.
Repel, R-E-P.
Yes.
That's what I
Okay.
thought.
Hello. Nope. Not doing it. It's on mark right now.
17.
Yeah, you make it too.
Is it 17 plus 0?
But 17 is good.
Yes. Yes, sure. So, now that we're down in the pit, what do you want to do?
I want to take another perception because we
Okay,
probably
go ahead.
have a different look. 15 plus. I was wrong the last time I did this.
I don't think I'm going to see anything. I only rolled a 5 plus 4.
15 plus 3 at 18.
Huh. Okay. You see Victor suddenly run off and start scrabbling under some rocks
Okay.
as. Where is it? So he starts scrabbling aside some of the rubble at the far end of the rift, and you see the remains of a skeleton starting to come into view. As he's like, hey, something under here, something shiny. And Elizabeth's just like, you and your shinies. But she runs over and starts helping him as well. And so you find the crushed skeleton of a dwarf wearing a set of heavy gauntlets. With an embossed ogre face on the wrist piece.
Interesting. Would I do
History
a history
check?
check so I would know who it is?
It would be an Arcana check, or do you have a detect magic spell? Prepared?
I may have done it because someone said that it might be useful. No, I think it was a level one. It was a level 9 or something. I'm not sure. But no, I don't.
Okay. Detect magic. It's first level divination.
Is there something that I can history check on, or do I
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana check?
Or a history check.
16 plus.
History. She did Arcana.
Which one of you has better what?
I have both plus. I have a 16. Then I get nothing added to history or Arcana.
Okay. What's your better roll?
My better roll is Arcana.
Okay, so go for the Arcana check.
So I've got 14 with the plus
Okay.
6.
You recognize an enchantment of enhancement in the realm of strength. The ogre face reminds you of a legend you heard of enchanted objects. You recognize the arcane aura surrounding it as the previously
Is this
described
the
piece.
on the wrist things?
On the whole gauntlet.
Okay.
And then you recognize, with that put together, the two of you put your heads together and recognize these as gauntlets of ogre power.
Dwarf-sized gauntlets of ogre power.
Any size gauntlets of ogre power, that's the beauty of magic items.
Ah,
So, with the gauntlets of ogre power, your strength becomes 19. If your strength is already 19 or higher, the gauntlets have no effect on you.
So I've got to look at my strength.
mine's over 14. What's yours?
It was
18, and...
mine's 0.
You have 0 strength?
Yeah. I've
might-
got 10 in the little circle, but
It's the circle that you're looking for.
there,
Yes, that's your strength.
10.
And 8. I'm Victor.
Ooh, Victor has 8?
Not Victor, Finnan, sorry. Finnan has 8. Lisbon and Victor both have 18, so...
I've got 14, he's got 10. Would it benefit, I mean, if he was
Who
using
would
the
be
staff,
most
that's
likely to
what would...
Well, it really depends. Victor's not either. Sheesh. Finnan's got really not... I keep looking down at his stat sheet and he's
Okay.
staring back at me. Finnan has no real use for the gauntlets from a combat standpoint because he uses dex-based weapons,
Right.
typically. You would potentially have use for it with the staff. 2 staffs attune. I think the staff. Christ.
How about her Hugh?
Hugh doesn't require attunement, as far as I can tell. Let me check. No. I don't actually 100% understand all the rules of attunement, but I think you can get the gauntlets attuned to you, even with the staff.
With both staffs.
The staffs, yeah. please don't at me in the comments. I'm still working on this, and I may retcon this later if it's not able to happen. But I'm going to do some research on the attunement piece after this.
We should probably bring it along whether we use it or not, right? You said it's got to be attuned to someone?
It's got to be. Pretty sure it's got to be attuned to be used. Let me double check. Oh, let's. Nope. No attunement required. You're fine.
So could we
Anyone
theoretically
who
pass
wanted,
them
yeah,
back
you
and
can theoretically
forth?
pass them around. I think it doesn't specify requiring attunement on the gauntlets. It does on the staffs.
How does it affect your carrying ability?
Your strength goes up.
Because I've got the least carrying ability.
Except for Finn is 8.
No. Oh, okay. So I'll take it.
Okay. So you take the gauntlets. And you feel this pulse of primal strength just surge through your muscles, lock up for a moment as you flex.
I'm turning green.
And then relax as but you still feel this power surging through your arms and muscles. It's not like an obvious, like, you're not like Lou Ferrigno anymore,
Right.
or anything, but you're just like, you feel stronger.
That's the arcana that we saw, that we
Yes.
okay. So it was not malevolent.
No.
Okay.
So,
And that
Awesome.
was
You wanna
what
go
we
next?
saw from above.
yes.
Alright, well, we're here. We're down here. What do you mosey?
Do you want to try going back up?
On the other side?
There is no other side.
What's
Unless Edra wants to pop up and
this lower rope?
lower a rope, then we have to go back the same way we came.
Okay. Is there anything else down here that we should?
There's an exit out of this. No?
No.
What's this right here?
That's.
Is it
You
covered over?
said you need to have. It's
That river?
too high.
You're talking about the river or the?
No, there's this
channel?
There's the
me double
looks
check.
like a hallway to me. Maybe
Oh,
I'm wrong.
the channel is.
Is that the old river or water channel for the forge?
Yes, technically. I mean, you're still in the rift. You're still 20 feet down, but you can see there's a passage on the other side. So if you want to go up there. Also, during this whole time, you still heard that regular rhythmic pounding. It's getting stronger,
That makes sense. We're getting closer to something.
and it's
Wow.
definitely coming from that direction, that channel.
Well, if we went up and back the way we came, would we basically be tracing this route?
Again, you don't know all of the place,
Right, exactly.
so
But
you just
we-
know where you've been.
Well, have we been through everything that would take us to the forge? I don't recall.
Yeah, you've been.
So we
and
know.
you could go
We know.
pretty much. You can assume that the carved channel on the other side is probably that little stream bed that the zombies were sitting in,
Right.
and that would put the blast furnace and the crucible in that area,
Is it physically passable? Maybe. How high up is it from where we are?
20 feet.
Have we been to 19 or whatever that is up in the left corner?
Left corner, yes, that's where we fought Nesna.
Well, if they want to climb, we're going to have to climb either way, right?
Yeah,
But we've
So-
got a rope in one direction.
we got an existing rope in one direction. We've got no rope in the other.
Right, but
If
of
you
course, the only
want-
problem would be is if I get up there and there's no place to tie the rope to, right?
Well, then you have piton.
Oh,
You have pitons?
Yeah.
If not, Victor
Pretty
can
sure.
loan you one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. So, you guys decide what you want to do. I'm going to
If
jump
you
up
can
one of
make
you.
it
I've got
up, then
pitons.
fine.
Sounds good.
And how high can you jump?
Make an athletics check.
Theoretically,
The
30
rules
feet.
for jumping are following. You leap into the air a number of feet, okay, equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
It says here, the boots of standing and springing, I can jump
3 times that, so you can jump
3 times.
So you can jump at equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet times 3. If not, half that.
So
So if you run at least 10
30
feet before the
or
jump,
10 feet.
so it would be whatever your strength modifier is.
Would the
Is
gauntlets
2?
give her more strength
So you would
to
be able
jump?
to jump 15 feet. Yes, the gauntlets would give her extra.
So if I lend her or give her the gauntlets, then maybe she could jump up.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now I've got
You feel it cursing,
strength of
coursing
19.
through.
But what's the
19
modifier?
is plus 5, I think.
Yeah, probably because I'm 14.
Okay. So it's you can jump up to 24 feet. So yeah, with the gauntlets of ogre power,
Okay.
temporarily equipped. And I'm gonna do some research on that to make sure that that's not like illegal or something. I don't think it is, but
Okay, so do I
so
roll?
no,
Okay, I just
it's just straight.
Wait.
You run
I
10
have
feet.
my pitons. I have my rope. I'm good.
So you take a 10-foot run at the wall. Do you have 10 feet to run at the wall? Let me double check that.
Yep, I do.
All right.
Each square is 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely do.
So you take a 10-foot run at the wall and leap up on. You feel the boots just almost propel you into the air as you jump. So you make it up, are able to knock the pitons in, and then lower a rope. Did you get a rope?
Yes, I got that silk
Okay,
one,
good.
remember?
Yes.
You
Excellent.
lost the hemp one, but I
You
got the
could
silk
tie
one.
the you could tie the gauntlets to the rope when you lower it so that I have a chance to climb.
All right.
Yep. Tied. Thrown.
So,
There's-
so your temporary strength score until if you want to keep the gauntlets, pencil this in as your new strength score is now 19. So that's
Right here.
plus 5.
19 plus 5 as opposed to...
It's 19.
No, it's 19. This next is 8
And then
plus
your
5.
plus modifier is plus 5.
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So he's
Well,
got
that's much
gauntlets. Rope
So-
has been lowered.
Roll athletics.
Does he have to with the gauntlets?
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to.
Oh, because he doesn't have the boots. Sorry.
And my athletic ability is, I think, 0. So
Okay.
I've got a
Takes a
net.
couple of tries, but everyone makes it.
I've got an 8. So
You
I'm
rolled a
gonna
nat
try
1.
again, huh?
You rolled a nat 1.
No, I've got 8 on the dice.
Plus 5 is 13.
Okay, 13.
Right?
Okay.
Yes.
So,
See, there's your strength
It's a strength modifier, but I thought it was an athletic check.
on second line, deal with this real fast. Fire to put out.
I'm sorry, it's sometimes confusing.
When I call for a check, roll a d20 and add the relevant stat modifier.
He tried to add the athletics stat modifier, which is a 0 for him.
Oh, well, that should probably change based on your strength, I think.
So that should be a plus 5 then.
It should be a plus 5 unless you have proficiency in athletics.
I had a 0?
Just
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah. Proficiencies. I can sling myself up there.
So you
Still
made
got
it.
that sling that I never use.
You're welcome to use it any time.
I'd have to put down a staff.
Yep.
I really think that they have
So is everybody up? I collect the rope. Do I need an action to
Yes.
collect the rope and the pitons? Okay. I just want to make it clear I'm collecting everything. You've got the gauntlets.
without them I wouldn't have made it up.
Right. Oh, I would have climbed back down and carried you.
Alright, so with that little fire put out, we deal with the next piece. So, are you going up to the cut channel or the natural channel?
Oh, we were heading up the cut channel. We didn't see the
Into
We're
the
gonna
smelter
go.
cavern?
Do we hear a sound from either?
You still hear that booming. It's louder to the left. So, do you want to go?
This is someplace we haven't been. Do we want to go along there?
Sure.
Alright, so as you proceed, a narrow ledge overlooks a large cavern that houses a surging, seething body of water. The rhythmic booming heard throughout the mines is louder here. At regular intervals, a fresh surge of water funnels into this chamber and slams against the wall just below the ledge. The echo suggests that this cave might be one arm of a much larger cavern to the northeast.
Wave echo cave.
Yep.
I see.
So, do you proceed through?
Do I what?
Do
Do you
we
proceed?
through? Do we keep
Where are we
going?
going to proceed?
We're here.
Along the
We're
ledge.
walk
Oh, along
here.
the ledge, sure.
Okay. So you find a set of stairs going up. There is a door.
Is it to the east or to the west that we see the
Left.
stairs?
The stairs, as you proceed southeast, are heading straight south.
Gotcha.
Victor is just walking straight ahead with the torch.
Imagine that.
So there's a door to your left as you come up the stairs and see this little boxy chamber.
Okay.
And then
Very small.
Yes. As you proceed around the corner, you see a set of double doors and a just barely at the edge of the light, you see a drop off leading into another cavern. So,
Do we need to investigate the small boxy thing in the small?
do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you enter, this large workshop was badly damaged. Oh, wait, sorry. Nope. Here it is. Okay. Never mind. This large workshop was badly damaged by the ancient spell battle that laid waste to the mine. Work tables taking up 2 corners of the room are scorched, and the plaster has been burned off the masonry walls. The doors that you enter through have been badly scorched and cracked, the iron hinges partially melted. They stand slightly ajar, so you can't force your way in without too much of an issue. In the middle of the room, a stone pedestal holds a small brazier in which an eerie green flame dances and crackles. The brazier and its pedestal appear to have been untouched by the forces that destroyed this area. Behind the brazier of green flame floats a spherical creature measuring roughly 4 feet in diameter. 4 eye stalks protrude from its central mass, 2 on each side. In the center of the body is a large eye that stares at you. Hello. Says a thick, burbling voice inside your head. So, what do you want to do?
Does Elizabeth want to?
Elizabeth steps forward and is
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
she appears to be concentrating as she appears to be trying to telepathically communicate with this thing.
So we can't
then
hear what
gives
she's
it up for after a moment of what appears to be an intense staring contest. She then shakes her head and goes, "That was useless." Anyhow, yes, we are here. Greetings to you. What are you and why do you stay in this ruinous place? All of you hear this voice in your heads. There is a ruin. The mine has been producing for over 500 years. It will continue for a long time afterwards.
The mine, it's not ruined, it has been continuing. We've been producing for 500 years and it will continue for a long time afterwards. Floored.
Elizabeth kind of looks over at Victor. Who's,
That's kind of what I feel. Is she allowed to ask what's it producing?
what does the mine produce? Magical weapons, armor, and spell-infused items. I was charged to protect these items and will continue to do so. What do you want here? Victor and Elizabeth hold a quick, hurried confab, then Finnan steps forward.
I took a piece of tape.
It doesn't exist.
What?
He took out a piece of tape, but it doesn't
What are
exist.
for?
To tape Finnan's mouth.
I was thinking before we start going to Brisbane, takes a scarf and helps it around. That's
Good thought.
Okay. Finan says forward. He goes, well, that's good to hear. The wizards have been very, very pleased with your work, and they have sent us as a delegation to inform you that thanks to your doughty stand and fearless vigil, you are now relieved of your duties and can now return to the Elizabeth is like whispering as the plane from whence you came. Elizabeth kind of nods. You want to back her up on that?
Yes, completely. What an amazing job you have done for long, tiresome days, months, weeks, and years.
Okay. The specter, or spectator, that's what it is.
Oh.
Kind of appears to ponder this for a moment. Then the whole head just nods gravely. The spectator just vanishes. And it's like,
Wow, it
did I
worked.
do it?
Wow.
Are there any points for talking that way?
Yep. Yeah. 140 XP apiece.
We are now at level 5.
Booyah.
That's the reason I asked. 100 and what?
We're at 6580. 140. Oh, Taggy.
So, do we do it now or do we have to wait?
Yeah,
for
go
that?
ahead and do it now.
Okay.
Oh,
So I get,
Oh.
I can prepare and use third level spells. I'm going to need to know what. One of which is the fire, or that's a spell that has a third level.
It is a third level spell. Fireball is a third level spell.
Okay, so I should get. As opposed to fire sphere, which comes.
Flaming Sphere is second level.
And that comes-
Fireball is something like what that flame skull shot at us.
Yeah, that's why I like it. Okay, spells, fireball. Should I just get rid of the flaming sphere, or?
No, I mean,
Oh, fire.
Fireball is something totally different. Not totally different, but it's more like an artillery shell than a
Okay.
Yeah.
thing.
Then
that you hit things with.
Proficiency bonus is +3 now. Attack
Attack
bonus increases by 1. Sorry.
Passive such as yours.
Whenever you get done with that, just I'll be looking for third level spells. You can never.
So the cleric gets hold of. I'm gonna give you the spell book. The list is under cleric spells.
Right. Of course. Oh my.
Okay, so passive wisdom increases by 1 to 2. Oh wow. I'm not sure I understand. Oh. My modifier for saving throws and skills you're proficient in increases by 1. So everything with a plus goes up 1. So that's the
These
wrong
are
one.
cantrips, Rob, are there spells? Oh, no, sorry, the cantrips are at
Third
the
level.
top. I see.
8 makes 7. So now I plus 7 in arcane.
Mass healing word. That sounds really important.
Plus 4 on insight. Plus 7 on investigation.
Is there an explanation someplace of these?
Yeah, you just flip through the spell casting.
I wasn't sure if I could look through here.
Yeah, go ahead.
4.
I would actually encourage that.
And this is plus 7. So my religion is 7. Perception is plus 4. Investigation is plus 7. Insight's plus 4. History was 4. And Arcana is plus 7. Oh, and wisdom up here is plus 4. And intelligence went to plus 6. 7. Let's see what else.
Okay. Check.
Spell saving throws increases by 1. That's here.
Spell saving should be 14, I think it is now. So it should go up. It's your spell save DC.
Where is
Whatever-
that?
Whatever it is
Over
for
here?
like that.
Oh, so it goes up. Just a second. Spell saving. Throw DC increases by 1. So that makes it 15.
Yep.
These are all good.
Tell me
If
about it.
only it would increase my hit points.
Well, what happens when you level up is you gain 1 additional hit die.
Oh,
and
I
add
meant, I
1d
meant
whatever to your.
1 additional hit die
Yep. You know the hit dice?
for. Oh, when I'm rolling on different things?
Help me out. Hit dice.
Sorry, I was
Hit
missing.
dice.
What about them?
They go up. What are they?
Oh, hit dice are when you are restoring your own. When you've been
Oh.
damaged and you're without a long rest, you're
Oh,
restoring
so
your
instead
own.
of 4, I've got 5?
Yep.
Okay.
Listen to this one.
D6s.
Protection from energy protects 1 creature.
One quick thing before you
Yes.
get into that. So then what is yours? D6 is your hit dice?
It was 4, it's 5 now.
But what's the dice? D6?
D6.
So you roll a d6 and add whatever it says on the back of your main list. Up, can I borrow your main list for a second? D6 plus 2 to your hit points. So you
when
roll
you're
one
rolling,
6-sided
you get your
dice.
hit points back.
Yeah.
If you roll a 6,
yeah.
you get 8. If you roll a 4, you get 6.
Yeah, what I was hoping was that it would take my
Wait, yeah.
22 to something else.
It will. That's what it's doing. So
You're going to roll it.
whatever, roll a d6.
Oh, and I
Roll a
okay.
d6.
Just a second, I've got to get this one. Okay, roll a d6.
Yep.
4.
So
Good.
so now 22 is now 28 max hit points is what you have.
Oh, good. And that's my max, but is that?
That's
Yes,
better.
that's what you have. You now have 28
When
out
you
of
get
28
hit,
max hit points.
20. You got 28 times that 28 hits that you can take before you're at 0 now instead of 22.
Let's not say that. Some things deal one hit point. per-
Okay, but yeah, I'm just thinking,
Yeah, you have
whatever
28
you
hit
attack-
points now
right.
instead of 22.
That's cool. I mean, that's really good.
Yes. Okay, so I'll deal
I
with
would
this in a
rather roll
second.
6.
So while you guys are doing that, I'm just going to let you guys do that. Where do you want to go next? What are you looking at that?
Well, we're on the way to whatever that one is.
We're going to follow
real
the same path
fast.
that we were on.
Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna come back and get this stuff.
Yeah, we can deal with some of this stuff later.
But I got a really
Perception is now plus.
Or investigation, sorry. Investigation check.
Doesn't make any difference, does it?
Investigation.
What I
Just
do.
add investigation instead of your
Right.
perception modifier.
Okay, so it is 24. I haven't been adding the plus 6 to my investigation.
Well,
I've just been taking the investigation.
you always have to check those numbers.
Huh?
You always have to
Whenever I call for a check, I'm asking for the D20 roll plus whatever the relevant stat modifier is.
Yeah,
Like
no, I
investigation,
just have been
non-accident.
forgetting that I have a higher thing on the investigation.
Okay. So you notice on the southwest work table, there is a mace shaped like a sunburst and made of solid brass, with a graven rune on it that reads Lightbringer. The other one is a breastplate with a gold dragon motif worked into its design, and around the collar you can see the phrase Dragon Guard. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
16.
Okay. You
15.
both recognize. You both may notice a arcane aura emanating from both devices, both objects. The mace was made for a cleric of Lathander, god of the dawn, and it. I'll let you guys pick this up later along the way, but basically they're both +1 weapons.
Nice.
So they're both magic.
So do I want to write them down later?
I'm gonna put them in the party here for now,
Okay.
because we don't know who we want to put them on.
Okay.
Wish I knew what Dragon Shield would do. That might be an idea for the dragon.
At some point when we have our dragon encounter, we might do all this.
Okay, so where do we go next?
We're going to go out of the door and turn left, I guess, towards the...
Okay, so as you come out of the door, you notice the stairway leading down into the next area. So as you go down, glittering minerals in the ceiling of the large cavern catch the light and send it back to create the impression of a starry night sky. Dozens of skeletons, many crushed under fallen debris, are scattered across the floor. The cave is large enough that it contains 2 freestanding structures. Each of these stone buildings is proportioned for human use, as opposed to the dwarf-sized doorways and furnishings you've seen elsewhere in the mines. Both structures have battered and blackened masonry walls, their double doors cracked and scorched. The cavern is divided by an escarpment, into which a flight of stairs has been cut. Passages lead out of this area to the north, south, and west. So, do you investigate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The doors leading into this area are cracked, their iron hinges partially melted.
13.
Okay. Nothing yet, but do you want to try to get into the building? Roll a strength check.
16.
Okay. 13. Should be. With +5, that should be 13. Alright. So you manage to wrench the doors open. Dust, ash, walls blackened by fire, and heaps of debris beneath the sagging ceiling show this room was damaged by a destructive blast. The furnishings, tables, chairs, bookshelves, beds, are charred or splintered, but otherwise well preserved. A scorched iron chest stands near the foot of one of the beds. Okay. As you proceed into the room, you see a ghostly presence rising from the ground. It whispers, Your presence is offensive to me. Your life forfeit. My treasures are mine alone, not yours to plunder. So, do you guys want to try to attack it? Elizabeth is starting to step forward. She goes, "You're not here to plunder your wealth, entity of the beyond. May I know your name?" Mine is Elizabeth. This is my companion, Victor. These are the rest of my friend companions. They may introduce themselves at will, but I would know your name before we continue. I am Mormesk. Once I was a wizard, set to the construction of magical items within this mine. What would you do here, if not to take what is rightfully mine? Elizabeth's kind of looking around, and she kind of nudges you like, "Give me the book."
Hmm?
The spell book. How much costs a spell book?
Hand it over.
So you hand her the spell book you recovered from Hamlin Coast at Old Elwell, and she goes, "We would offer you a gift in exchange that you would leave this place. We can offer you but little, but we offer you this spell book. It might interest you." The wraith kind of floats over until it's like almost on top of Elizabeth. It kind of looks down at the spell book and it goes, "I would make a pact with you in exchange for this spell book. And that. But you must grant me something in addition to this. There is an entity I would seek removed from this mine. There." It points in the direction of the brazier that you just came away from. She goes, "You mean the spectator?" "Yes. You know its name, then?" "I have friends who are students of the arcane, and I am not entirely unversed in its arts. It has returned to the plane from which it came." "You have my thanks, mortal. Take what treasures you will, but touch not this." And it points to a filigree pipe lying in the chest. "Touch it not, for it is mine alone, and I will return no more." Elizabeth kind of goes, "Huh. You, forgive my saying so, but you have no way of securing this item once you are beyond. Is this not true? What purpose would serve it in remaining here?" Elizabeth's like, the Finland's kind of like, "Yeah, it's nice shiny." She just kind of goes, the wraith comes over to Finn and goes, "You have a taste for the beautiful then, small one." Maybe? And goes, his eyes like twin cold stars kind of glow from its face. It stares, and you can tell it's like really staring at him hard, like it's almost into his soul for a moment. And this slow spectral grin kind of spreads across his face. It's not a pretty sight. And it just goes, "You may have what I hold dear, little one. As for the rest, do what you will. The spellbook, burn it, and I will leave
what I may from its arcane tools into this realm beyond that calls to me. Have we an accord?
Elizabeth just goes, uh-huh. Yeah. Yes, of course. Good Momesk. We have an accord. And is just kind of edging towards him. She just clamps down on the back of his collar as he's moving towards him. And she calls over, Friend Wizard, would you care to light this spellbook with one of your cantrips of the arcane?
I think that it's firebolt.
Yes. Okay, I'm not going to make you roll an attack on this one. This is just to cast fire. So you
It's not
spew
going to
this
do
small
defense.
bolt of fire out of your hand at this spellbook, and it just whoosh leaps into flame, tinder dry from its time in your pack, safe from the elements. It just leaps into flame and crumbles to ash, a small swirl of smoke. The specter kind of swirls around it, almost incorporating the last of the smoke from the fire. It sifts through the ash for a moment and goes,
Yes. This is a worthy gift. You have my thanks for removing the spectator. Our accord is at an end.
and it just kind of swirls away. So, as you look into the chest, it contains 1,100 copper pieces, 160 silver pieces, 5 electrum pieces, 3 diamonds worth 100 gold pieces each, and a wooden pipe adorned with platinum filigree. And it just goes, mine. A handful of magically preserved tomes remain on the shelves as well. Do you wish to grab any of them?
How much do they weigh?
Tomes, books.
Yeah,
You got
tons.
plenty. You got more
Okay.
strength now. Much more strength.
You got a plus
Carry
5.
more.
You got 19 strength now, which
Yeah.
is times.
Yeah.
You got.
I've got
like
20%, 40% more.
So what
Yeah.
what were our?
So I'm just gonna put all the party funds, all the money in the party funds to divide later.
Perfect.
And real fast here, because we have another adventure to get to and something going on here. Real fast, what we're going to do is that is going to be the end of that. And okay. With hard work and a little luck, the adventurers, you guys, have defeated the Black Spider and undone his destructive plots, cleared Fandalin of the ruffians who threatened its people, and reclaimed the lost mine of Wave Echo Cave. Your deeds will long be remembered as in this corner of the Sword Coast. In years to come, the restored mines of the Fandalers Pact will bring great riches to Fandalin and help establish peace and prosperity in the area. Gundren and Nundra Rockseeker take over administration of the new mines. For the adventurers' service to their family, they gladly award the party a 10% share of the mine's profits. If you guys want to remain in Fandalin or perhaps restore Tresenbar Manor, heads up, spoiler alert, Elizabeth is going to be restoring Tresenbar Manor. She's got stuff going on here. Or establish homes of their own. The people of the area are glad to have them stay. All right. Quickly resolve any of your 5th level stuff going on, and then we have another adventure to pick up very quickly. I'm going to bring our other adventure online here. I built Korban. Korban?
Korban.
Korban, good. Alright. So,
Like the thing, almost pronounced like what the Jews would always do, is Korban.
yeah.
I don't know, I like spelling things weird. Makes it fun.
Yeah. So, in War Dog. Alright. So the party gathers. Most of the adventurers are set up more or less in the rebuilding Trezendar Manor for now. If you guys want to be there, Finnan is slumming it. Victor and Lisbeth are staying there right now because Lisbeth has been working to rebuild Trezendar Manor and make it her house.
Yes.
Cragmore Manor's been
Where
fun.
are we now?
We are. Let me check the map. Just. So, have you got access to a map of Fandalin?
Yes, but it has no labels.
Okay. I can send you a screenshot or a picture of the DM's guide if you want.
Sure.
I mean,
Or you can just tell me based off the town square.
okay, town square, got it.
Half of them is little like looks almost like a rock arch or something in it.
Yes, the Shrine of Luck.
I've got
so-
that squared away. I know my north, south, east, and west.
Got it. So the gray building to the east is the Stonehill Inn.
Cool. What was it?
The big red building up northeast next to the two yellow houses with the
Yeah.
little building on the side is Barthen's Provisions.
Cool.
And then at the end of the Serpentine Trail on the far
That goes
east
up
of the
to
map,
there.
up the hill on the far east of the map is Trezendar Manor.
Oh, the house that's like falling apart.
Yeah, it's not so falling apart anymore since Elizabeth has been and Victor have been investing some cash and labor to restore it. And then they're staying there. Finnan is slumming it at the manor because he can. And I don't know what the other two are doing. You guys staying at the manor or are you staying at... okay. So they're all like staying at the manor more or less for the moment. So Finnan's also kind of dividing his time between the manor and the farm to the south. The little house with the big tilled area next to it.
The red roof.
Red roof, yeah, with the little black stuff around it. That's the farm of his...
Which farm? The farm closest to the manor, or
Yes.
the tiny one just to the west?
No, the big one nearest the manor.
Okay, with like the wall that sort of breaks off in the middle of the field.
Yes. That's Finnan's aunt, Kelline Alderleaf, lives there, and he kind of divides his time between slumming at Trezendar and staying at his aunt's house. So then the big building with the red roof to the southeast of the Shrine of Luck is the Townmaster's Hall with the two little yellow houses next to it.
The one with like, it almost looks like it's got a steeple.
Yes. That's the Townmaster's Hall. And then the gray building that's got the little building attached to it and the
Like
peaked...
directly opposite, still on the square.
Yes.
But like
Directly-
across that little street. Yeah.
Directly west of the Townmaster's Hall is the Lion Shield Coster, where you can find weapons and martial gear should you so desire. And then down the road from the Coster is that little house that's like almost like a pyramid with 3 successive square areas on top of it.
Hold on, just a sec. Would you repeat that? I lost
Yeah.
what that was.
Southwest of the Lion Shield Coster, across the road, with the little like square house with the 3 little squares on top of it.
Yeah.
That's the Fandalin Miners Exchange.
Cool.
And then where you're gathering is in the town square just outside the Stonehill Inn, between the Stonehill Inn and the Shrine of Luck.
Cool.
Alright. So, I'm going to pull out the map here. Where'd it go? Where'd the map go? No, I mean that's the other map. There go the dice. So I'm going to pull out the Sword Coast map here real fast.
Okay.
Take a look at that. So, as we set out on horseback, the party members all have either a horse, a war dog, which to your keen eye looks probably part wolf, possibly part direwolf, possibly more than part direwolf. We're not. I mean, the ancestry is not 100% determined, but it's big. It's got yellow eyes, and it's definitely got that look about it of danger. Then Elizabeth and Victor both have war horses, very nice trained mounts. And then what do you have?
Pony.
So Edra has a spirited pony, and then Rangir has straight riding horse. Okay, a graceful. What color? Or do you know?
Palomino, kind of golden.
A graceful palomino, like a pale, almost gold-colored riding horse.
That's what the little ranger is.
And so they all gather, and each of them has a donkey loaded with supplies trailing behind their mount. Finnan's donkey definitely looks distinctly unnerved to be that close to a wolf dog, but there's clearly been some kind of an accord hammered out between the three of them. So you all set out to head north towards Thundertree. Do you guys want to cut cross country, or head up the high road and then cut across country once you reach about level with Thundertree?
I'm going either way.
Where's Thundertree?
He's good either way. Thundertree is up
I was looking at
between the
that.
bend in the river and the crest of Neverwinter Wood.
Up here.
Oh, okay.
I'm for the high road, but
All right, we have 1 vote for the high road,
High road.
5 votes for the high road, and 1 game either way. So you set off along the high road. 1 second while I gather my resources here. I did not expect a high road.
Just where are we going?
Here we go.
So we're not going very far.
All right. So as you're traveling along,
shocking surprise.
you notice that Victor has definitely been thinking a lot about the coming encounter, and it's giving him a bit of stress. But he and Elizabeth have kind of dropped to the back of the group, and they're talking. Too low for you to really easily overhear. If you want to roll a perception check, you can go ahead, but you don't have to. It's
I'm good.
all right. So the first day on the high road, you travel 4 miles, 3 miles per day. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. You get down the Tribord Trail, and then about 5 or 10 miles down the high road. As you go. And you make camp for the night. One thing that I do as a DM, real fast, Ted, is occasionally I will offer the party the opportunity to encounter unsavory creatures.
Yeah, that's part of my whole thing.
Okay. It's going to be a much higher DC to meet them because you're on the high road, but I'll see what happens. So the way that we do it is either we do it once per day or once per hour. What are you more comfortable with? Okay. Normally we do it.
What did he say?
He's cool either way, I think.
Well, it
Yeah.
would be nice to learn how to fight together.
All right. I'll do it once per day then.
Yeah.
See what happens. Nope. The high road is clear with no apparent monsters, the regular patrols from Neverwinter and Leylon, well, not Leylon, but like the regular patrols from Neverwinter have clearly kept the roads scoured clear of
Our money well spent.
encroaching monsters. Ew, thank you.
That's good.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. As forget. That's not. That's not. That's disgusting.
Okay.
All right. So as you make camp for the night, you meet. You see a body lying in the road up ahead. What do you do?
Perception.
I will start checking around to see if there's anything visible on the sides of the road.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Lost a sec. We pull that up. Okay, perception would be a 20.
Yeah, there's nothing around. There's obvious signs
No,
of.
no. That
Oh,
was
sorry.
what I rolled.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 20. I was like, oh yeah, there's nothing around.
D20. Perception is
Oh yeah,
a
D20 plus the relevant stat added.
Perception is based off of.
Double check here. It's wisdom with your proficiency modifier. Because you're. No wait, no, you're not. Yes, you are. You're proficient in persuasion. Perception, so you're good.
Yeah, I am.
So add your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay, so I put 10. I rolled 10 total.
Okay. Oh, ouch. Okay. Sorry, I'm just having to look at your stats here. Okay, so it's it's not.
Don't say anything.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Yeah, it does not appear that there's anyone around. It's not like we're in a forest, so, but it's the road for line of sight is just not anything apparent. Aside from this person slumped in the road.
Are we sure it's a alive or dead? Do we have any
You
idea
have no
at
idea.
all? Well,
You can get closer and roll a medicine check.
probably be, well, it's investigate or something like that.
You can investigate if you want to see what's going on and what happened. You can roll a medicine check to see if they're alive.
Okay.
It's a medicine check.
It's the same. It's the same line of skills as your everything else. It's just
I've got a +1 on that.
Is my everything else?
like all the other stuff. You know.
I rolled a 17.
17. Okay, he's alive, but unconscious, and he's bleeding pretty badly from a nasty gash in his chest and stomach region. Like it's not quite disemboweled, but he's definitely suffered some nasty trauma of the slashing variety.
Well, he needs to be healed.
Yeah, Victor.
Yeah.
Before you do that, Victor runs over and pulls out his healer's kit.
Oh, sweet.
He's like, don't waste your spells. It's all right. And he kind of sits there and goes, "What am I doing? You regenerate. My healing kit doesn't. Go ahead."
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what are you gonna do?
Cure wounds.
Okay, so you're gonna cast Cure Wounds at what level?
You think he's like he's clearly in bad shape, right?
Yeah.
I would say, what does level 2, no, so what does level 3 give me?
Level 3 will give you 1d8 extra for each level above first.
So it would
That'd
be,
be 3d8, I think.
Yeah, 3d8 plus the relevant, whatever you got now for that.
I don't
Spellcasting ability modifier. 7, I think, now?
7 it is, yeah.
So 3d8 plus 7.
Well, okay, probably doesn't need, well, he might need that much, because if I roll badly, then he needs to be healed.
One hit point will bring someone back from death.
Okay, we'll do the lowest level.
First level then?
Okay, so that's 1d8.
You could also
plus
theoretically
7.
do Spare the Dying if you wanted to leave him unconscious.
What is he?
He will be stabilized, and after 1d4 hours, he will regain consciousness at 1 hit point.
So we're going to hang around with him for 4 hours, or are we going to...
Well, we're planning on making camp somewhere in this area,
Okay.
so
Alright, so we'll spare the dying.
Spare the Dying. Okay,
Yeah.
so you reach down, kneeling next to him. Okay, you're kneeling next to him, and You lay your hand on his forehead and let the pulse of
what's his name? Sorry.
never heard that one before.
I haven't got my glasses on.
You want me to see?
Yeah, because I can't see. I'm sorry. It's up near the top, isn't it? Oh, it's a long name.
Oh.
Sorry.
What's his name?
I
Where
can't
are you?
remember.
No, the same. The same. The
Um,
spell. Oh, what's his name?
My power's going to pass through me that
Martha
way.
Marduin.
There it is.
So you let the healing energy of Martha Marduin flow through your hand through your holy symbol into this dying creature, and you cast Spare the Dying on him, and you just see him, like, he stops, like, twitching, and, like, the blood flow stops. His wounds kind of seal up, not, like, completely, but it's at a point where he's not going to die.
Okay.
So the bleeding stops, the wound mostly closes up, the breathing becomes more deep and even, and he is stabilized but unconscious. So, just so you're aware, Ted,
Yep.
Rangir and Edra and Finnan all have their own individual tents. Finnan will share with you if you want, if you don't have a tent yourself.
I
Well-
have a sleeping bag and I won't need a tent.
Okay, it's probably for the best because Finnan has a nasty habit of sleeping literally with one eye open. He literally just sits up in the corner of his tent and I can show you sometime when we get back together what it looks like, but he just literally has one eye open just staring straight ahead.
I know what it looks like. I've seen you do it.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
it's been you're talking to. I've seen you do it before.
So yeah, he has a habit of sleeping with one eye open.
I generally sleep with one eye open as well.
Oh, you could have a staring contest. But yeah.
Maybe you
No,
should
I
go
don't
in the
like
tent.
being in a position where I might be watching someone specifically. I want to be watching just my general area.
Alright,
as a
so-
completion. I always sit with my back to a tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Finnan did that when, before they got tents. He was
Or
sitting against a tree.
anything that's big enough. that
Yeah, he would usually
try
sit
to
against
stop-
something.
stop.
Yeah,
Don't trust tents because a knife can go through a tent.
yeah. So they set up their tents, feed the horses. The grazing here is good enough that you're not going to need actual, like, fodder, as per the adventuring guide, between here and wherever Venomfang is rumored to be. So you can just, like, turn the horse loose and let it graze. It'll be fine. Dinner for the donkeys party.
Are we going to hunt?
Yeah, if you want to contribute to the hunting effort, instead of dipping into your rations, go ahead and roll a survival check.
Okay, survival is.
Let me double check. Survival is wisdom. If you're proficient, add your proficiency modifier.
Proficient in survival,
Yes.
but raised in the city.
Oh,
Ah,
okay. That makes
city
sense.
cat. You're domesticated.
You're urban. You're urban.
Urban, there you go.
Hunting things in the city would be easier for you, but not out in the wild. Alright, so
I don't hunt animals.
Okay, so on the high road, yeah. Unfortunately, you don't find anything while you're out hunting, but Victor and Finnan both managed to bring down enough small game and something big. I don't care what it is, whatever 4-footed critter you guys are comfortable eating. Is big enough to supply the entire group of 6 for probably 2 days. So
6?
you and the 5
Okay.
other Children of Neverwinter.
For some reason, my brain thought there were 5 of them, and then there were 6 of them instead of 5 of them.
Oh yeah, no. Let me double check something real fast on that, just to make sure I'm not messing with us. Anyone got an idea of the average size of like a deer?
125 pounds-ish.
Yeah,
So
like
reasonable.
60 pounds of actual.
So about
Equal.
65 pounds of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Adventuring handbook.
You either dry it or cook it.
We'll cook it.
I'll cook it. That's what I do.
Edra's the cook.
And it's
1 pound
delicious.
And we have pots and
Okay.
pans.
It's pans and
1 pound.
I've been foraging
Why are
things
they-
like
why are they
garlic
taking the
mustard
rations?
and parsley and so forth, so it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good stew.
It's weird. So the adventuring guide calls for 1 pound of food per day. The rations are 2 days, but they're 1 day rations, so I'm just gonna say it's 2 pounds per day. I don't understand 100% why.
That sounds like 3 days.
Eh?
6
If
into
it's 2
60.
pounds of food per day,
It's 1 pound. It's
6 of us.
well, the adventuring calls for 1 pound of food per day. So I'm not 100% sure why the rations are 2 pounds for 1 day's rations. I think it's maybe the packaging, or is it just like that the dried rations are?
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna go with the 1 pound of food per day, per character, and 1 gallon of water per day, or 2 if the weather's hot. So,
Which we can collect. We don't need to use our skins today, right?
correct. The third survival check was for water. Elizabeth went looking for water. Okay, so at 65 pounds of reasonably meatable off of the deer. That's 6 people. That's about 10 pounds, 10 days worth. So we have about 10 days worth of meat
That we're going
from the
to-
kill that the party loads onto their draft horse. Anything that isn't eaten tonight is sorted by Edra, preserved sufficiently to be lasting through the time, dried or smoked or something. Maybe make some biltong out of it. So that's 10 days. Well, yeah, call it 10 days supply.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you won't have to dip into your rations until I tell you guys that you're like out of meat. And you want to make survival checks except for water at the next campsite. So throughout the night, do you want to join the watch roster? Because we have something set up with us that allows us to settle affairs pretty handily. But if you'd like, you can join the watch roster as well.
I'll go ahead and join the watch roster.
Okay.
I'll take the dawn check.
Okay. Yeah, that works. So, you,
We had it set up.
those 3 guys, and then you, right?
Right.
How many,
So-
how many hours do we have?
8.
8 hours.
So we've got me doing 4 and the rest of you doing 1?
You do 2.
I
We
can
all do 2. Wait, we all did. Wait a minute.
Because I only
Oh,
need
right.
4.
We did 4. That's right. Yes. So now you can do
As
3.
an elf, I only need 4 hours for a complete rest.
So
as-
Ranger's going to take the first shift, and then everyone else takes an hour. Finnan hops in on your shift as well. So it's Ranger for 2 hours,
Oh.
then what for 4 hours?
We've
of
normally
shift?
been doing for 4.
Because then there's.
Oh yeah, Ranger for 4 hours of sentry duty, and then Edra, Victor, Lisbeth, and then you and Finn. That sounds about right. Somewhere in there. It's something like that. So, as you proceed through the night. The night passes uneventfully. Do you attempt to engage Finnan in conversation while you're on the watch, or do you just kind of like do your own thing?
I'll just sit and keep my eyes peeled.
Okay. So as your watch comes on, you can see Elizabeth ducking back into the tent, and Finnan comes scuttling out and immediately shimmies up one of the rock formations nearby and just kind of sits on top. There's not a lot nearby to like get up on, but he's up on like a 3 or 4 foot high rock. That on closer inspection proves to be one of the milestones on the high road. He's literally just sitting on top of the milestone of the high road, like a squirmy little vulture.
Gotcha.
My stuff. So, John arrives. You enjoy a breakfast of meat and some vegetables that Edra managed to secure. You saddle your mounts, set up your everything as needed for travel, strike the tents, load the supplies back on the pack animals if you have them, and set out. So that is 30 more animals, I think. Sounds right. Right.
So about where have we gotten to on the route? Have we passed Crag Mall?
Just past Cragmaw Hideout.
Cool. I don't have good distance.
What do we do about the guy?
Oh yeah, the guy. Speaking of which, the guy.
Wakes up.
Sorry. After about 3 hours, the guy wakes up and is like, "What happened? Where am I? No! Oh. Who are you?" And he's like not entirely trusting of you guys. He kind of like shifts backwards on the ground.
Is this during the night watch?
Yeah, during
Maybe
the
Elizabeth's
my watch, if it's
during
3
his
hours.
watch.
yeah during your watch.
Does he wake us all up?
You wake him up.
Well, let's see what he
Yeah,
does.
wake
just kinda like-
us all up.
He's just kind of like standing. He's just kind of like shuffling backwards,
And
looking
I'm
at you.
not
Like,
the person.
"Who are
to
you?"
talk to.
No, talk to him. Tell him who you are.
I'm
Carefully.
Ranger Elrond.
Ranger, and this is my companions are sleeping. We found you on the road,
Oh yes.
and we're wondering what happened to you. One of my companions cast a spell to make you not die. So
Well, they have my thanks. Yeah. I'm Shoot. I'm somebody.
well, you're talking to somebody that forgets his own name. So
Yeah, that's.
He's been badly wounded.
I'll find my name in a minute. Kind of stands up to his feet and goes, well, my name's Hasaid. I'm a Kalashite, and I was traveling to the city of goodness, I forgot my name. I was going to visit the Temple of Belzarin to the south when I was waylaid by the dragon. Venomfang had slashed me, but it must not have been hungry, or I wouldn't be here. I tried to run, and it just ran me down and clawed me across the chest, and that's the last thing I remember before waking up here. So, it must have just thought I was good prey, but not worth eating. Took my horse, though, apparently. It's not here anymore. Did you happen to see a horse anywhere?
did not see a horse.
Can't say that I have.
Are you awake?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're right.
You sleep with one
Um,
eye opened.
I probably with that being said, it being up and about, I probably would have woken up since I sleep with one eye open.
Okay. Okay.
Finnan on the other end doesn't sleep, but his eye just happens to be open.
So, yes, that's what happened to me. With your permission, I'll spend the night at your camp and then be on my way in the morning. So he just kind of huddles down in his cloak and goes back to sleep. And then in the morning, he just kind of thanks you all, thanks you, Edra, especially for his life, and then just kind of sets off down the road.
Should we offer him some rations?
We certainly have a little.
Okay.
We've got 5 extra pounds of meat that we can spare. For sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we give him.
Fresh smoked, 5 pounds ish.
Yeah. Actually, it'll be simpler from my calculations. Just give him some rations, so I'll deal with that.
Okay.
So, after some stuff, they give him a few days' rations, enough to at least get him to where he's probably going. And then send him on his way.
I'm a soft turtle now.
It's alright.
Yeah. He'll be fine from where he's going. And there's enough water ability. He can probably find water. And he had a water skin on his back. So. Alright. So, as you continue traveling from just north of Cragmaw, you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, you're probably about 20 miles south of Neverwinter at this point by the time you make camp for the night.
Okay.
So same deal as last time.
Sure.
Makes sense to me.
Another day's meat gone. Survival checks to see if you can find water. Okay, yeah. It's not hugely hard. It's a little tricky, but it's not like insanely hard to find water out here. So you're able to collect enough water that you don't have to dip into your water skins to, or that you can refill your water skins along the way, either way.
I would like to use the water in the water skins and then
refill it.
refill
Yeah,
it.
that's like you're cycling through your water skins
Yeah.
because you have like 14 or 15 water skins running around here. Yeah, you cycle through them. All right. So as you make camp for the night, same watch order.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
2, nope. 3, nope. 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 There you go. Nope. 7. Nope. Night passes peacefully. Do you guys want to go straight up to Neverwinter or strike out for Thundertree before? Correction. Do you want to go straight to Neverwinter and like pick up stuff that you might want there, or do you want to strike out for Thundertree and immediately start seeking the dragon?
What would you...
I'm fine going to seek out the dragon.
Sounds good.
Let's go find the
What do we need? That we just left a place.
Nothing really. It's
Yeah.
just do you want to go see Neverwinter
Let's
first?
go. Let's go.
All right. Okay. So, with that said, I'm going to strike out in the morning. Another day ration gone. And
Another day's meat gone.
Right.
ration meat.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, 5, 10, 15, 20. You reach Thundertree about an hour before sundown, and it's the evidence of ruin is still there, but most of the overgrown plant life and the worst of the rubble has been cleared away, and some of the buildings have been rebuilt. So, as you're approaching, I need to grab the map. Okay. Those of you who have been here before recall seeing these things. The Brown Horse has been rebuilt. The tavern.
Good. Which number was that?
3. Some of the houses have been rebuilt. Myrna and her family, the Dendrars, have actually moved back in
Nice.
and have reopened the herbalist's shop.
Number 9?
I think so. Yes. The tower is still a ruin. But the barracks has been rebuilt. The statue in the square has actually been knocked over. And there is a statue that is there's like a base, like a pedestal being constructed where the wooden statue once stood. And the rest of the places, the smithy has been rebuilt. The store has been rebuilt. The general store has been rebuilt. Things like that. So there's definitely more civilization for those of you who have been here before. So, as you ride into town, there's several workers are just kind of gathering up the last of their tools. They look up, they see Victor and Elizabeth and the rest of you guys raise a cheer for the saviors of Thundertree. And Victor rides over to some of them and engages in conversation regarding the building, and quickly moves the conversation over to the question at hand of where is the dragon. Some of the workers are like, well, my lord, he's like, I'm not a lord. I'm like, sir. So the dragon, it overflew about a day ago, but it was obviously headed back to the wood, and some of our woodcutters have noticed that it appears to be sheltering deeper in the wood. It doesn't appear to bother them much when they're on the outskirts if they're careful, but we lost 2 about a week ago to the dragon's attack. But it appears to be sheltering in the wood. So, yes. Sorry, I can't tell you more, my lord. I'm not a lord, sir. What is that? Okay. So you're able to procure rooms for the night, either at the Brown Horse, or which has been rebuilt into a 2-story tavern with rooms, or scattered amongst the cottages. Elizabeth is like, I'll take the tavern rooms, thank you.
Yep.
So she and Victor are both taking rooms for the night. Benjamin's like, I'll slum it. So he wanders off and quickly strikes up a conversation with the Dendrars, and from the body language is clear that he's silver-tongued his way into a room for the night.
No.
Myrna is like not taken with him, but she's definitely got her head turned
Sure,
a little bit
sure.
by the silver-tongued halfling. Tybelt, how do you wish to procure lodgings for the night?
You said there's 2 inns?
There's one inn. It's like a tavern that's been repurposed to have rooms. There's at least one room left for... What do you think, guys? Modest or poor?
It's just getting started again. after
Okay,
being
1 silver
destroyed.
piece for the night for now. They're working on upgrading it, but for now it's 1 silver piece for the night. Not the
It's a
greatest
1
combination.
star.
It's not the greatest of combinations, but it's not like a
It's a
rat
roof
hole.
over your head.
I'll go ahead and obtain a room for that price.
Okay. So the night passes uneventfully. You all gather. What?
Where are we?
I'm in
Where'd you
the
go?
inn.
I didn't know.
Where do you want to go?
There's no more rooms in the inn.
There's no more rooms, but you can definitely secure a room with one of the villagers who are very grateful.
I'll do that.
All right. So you get a good home cooked meal for the night. Probably eating better than the people at the Round Horse.
Yeah.
Just saying. Because again, it's not completely up to par yet.
Yeah.
They're still just trying to work it out because it wasn't originally designed as that. It was more of a drinking house with like meals on the side, kind of like traditional, more like a bar than a bar and grill kind of a feel. And they're renovating that regard, but they're not there yet. And it's like not supplies from Neverwinter are getting better, but they're not like steady all the way yet.
I need to get a fireworks cantrip so I can entertain people.
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah, I got it.
Well, I was just thinking I could entertain my hosts.
Well, you can check out the Thaumaturgy cantrip and see what you like out of that. See if any of that will help you down the bottom page.
Yeah.
So, all right. Dawn comes.
Let's say cantrip.
Dawn comes, and you begin to travel, I'm assuming, into Neverwinter Wood to begin looking for the dragon.
And we leave our horses behind.
Are you leaving your horse behind?
Me?
You.
Oh, certainly. I definitely am not going to bring
my beast to the dragon.
him into the danger.
Yeah, my guys have war horses, but I'm not really familiar with mounted combat yet, so I'm just gonna... No, hang on, I'll check the bestiary real fast here.
On the other hand, the wolf.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, they're gonna
Maybe
just
I'm
leave
busy
we're gonna leave all the horses here in Thundertree.
Donkeys and all.
Donkeys, mules, Jehoshaphat's,
That's my
canine
rule.
beast of unknown heritage, trained war horses and riding horse and all are just left, and you strike out on foot. So, with that,
I'm gonna put my horse here.
are you guys traveling fast or normal?
Well, I can go. Yeah.
So 30 feet, 30.
How fast can he go?
What's your speed?
My speed?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember where that is on this one.
Let's see if I can find it from this side.
Speed is 30.
30? Okay. So we'll just be going at normal pace. It's...
We leaving Finn in the dust, or is he hitching a ride with somebody?
He's, no, he has brought his
Boogie.
wolf dog to just to maintain speed with the party. He's gonna tell, he's been kind of talking to it along the way, and it's not capable of speech, but it's clearly, like, sentient. It's like he's worked out an accord with it. It's going to work with him, he's going to work with it. It's, like, almost all the way tamed. It's not quite full tamed, but it's, like, it's also a smart animal, so he's, like, talking to it, like, look, unless we see the dragon, you run and hide, I'll call you when it's done.
Keep it safe. Keep it safe. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, you can tell in its eyes that it clearly understands what he's saying, and it accepts what he's saying, and it's probably going to come back. So from Thundertree, you progress about 10 miles into the wood. It's about just after noon. And as you enter the wood, Edra, you sense that familiar feeling of unease settling around you, as I assume you are carrying Hugh.
Yes.
Okay. While you're in town, did you inquire of anyone about Hugh?
Yes.
Roll an investigation check.
I think it's 14.
Ah.
Not enough.
There are those who have returned from Thundertree, who lived in Thundertree before, but and people remember vague rumors of something about an axe and something, but it's not really like completely. They don't remember everything. There's just vague rumors of a dwarf and some dryads, and something happened with them. Maybe the dryad died. They're not 100% sure.
We don't like you.
Well, something's going on. You just feel this same cold hand on your back, almost, as you, like, emotionally, not physically,
Right.
as you walk through into Neverwinter Wood. So,
Neverwinter Woods.
yes, we are in Neverwinter, south of the river,
Are we in the city or the woods?
the woods, just
Okay.
about 10 miles east of Thundertree. Are you guys following the river, or are you just striking out into the woods? Striking out? Okay. So as you strike out into Neverwinter, I need everyone to roll a survival check.
Survival shit.
Tracking the dragon.
Okay.
Searching
then,
for sound.
What is the modifier on that?
Survival
survival
is which?
Wisdom? I think it's wisdom. Let me double check. Yep, it's wisdom. If you're proficient in it, you add your proficiency modifier.
I don't have proficiency in survival, so that would be a 13.
Okay, it doesn't really matter. Your survival check is noted and graciously accepted, and Edra rolled a nat 20. So,
Thank
This
you,
is
because
my
I only
happy
had
dice.
9.
This is my happy dice.
what'd you
It likes
say?
20.
What'd you say, Ted?
Solid.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
It-
right now you're getting the app die because I can't find. I brought my physical die, but they're in the back of my truck somewhere. So.
Yeah, that's fine. So, as you're walking into Neverwinter, despite or because of that feeling on your back, you're paying more attention to your surroundings than usual, Edra, and you and Finnan and Victor, all three, notice some signs of a large beast passing through a few shed scales, some claw marks in the ground, some crushed foliage, things like that. The dragon has clearly been here and it's headed deeper in. So as you progress, the woods clear out into probably a 30 or 40 foot wide clearing, like a glade. The ground is trampled and torn, and the grass is just blackened, not like by fire, but just by dead, like something nasty passed over it. There's some shed green scales, and at the far end of the glade, you see, I don't have a map for it, sorry guys. I can look for one real fast if you want one, but
Okay,
I have
okay.
some preset maps if you'd like.
You're good.
Immediately starts clawing through the maps. No. No. What are you? No, too many doors. Doors. Way too many doors. Too many doors. That's the terminal I want. That one from later. Too big. Too big. No. No. Too big. I want that later. I need that later. I need that later. No. No. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a map for it, but just bear with me. You see a hill, and in that hill there is a big hole. And around that hole are some shed scales, some puckered, bloated creatures that have been mauled by something big. The four of you have seen, well, the five of you technically, I'm talking to myself here too, have seen that kind of thing before in the giant spiders outside the Wizard's Hall in Thundertree.
Yeah.
This is clearly the lair of Venomfang. And so, at this point, I'm going to have everyone roll a perception check. Perception is wisdom again. I think you're proficient in perception.
Isn't perception on your
Yeah.
on the list?
Yes, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the same for
I
the.
don't need perception. Wait, no, that's a tabaxi.
Eh?
Yeah.
You're proficient in perception.
15 plus 4, so
Yeah,
19.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Program, hold on.
Okay.
I have 12.
Total.
Okay, so that's wisdom based again?
Yes. Plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, plus my proficiency.
Oh, so I've
Okay,
got
then 10.
Okay. I think that yours, Ranger, you and Edra have already got yours put together, but on the 5e companion
Oh.
app that Ted's working with, you don't have your scores put together, so you have to check for perception and check for your score. Yada yada.
Minus
Okay.
15 plus 4.
The
so it's
5e companion app is way worse than D&D Beyond. I just couldn't fit the race that I had or the class that I had onto the D&D Beyond because it costs money on there.
Oh, it's fine. I was just explaining to
Right.
Mom and Dad why you were doing it the way that you were doing it, because they have preset stat sheets that already have everything put together.
Yeah, I've got
Speaking of
a-
which, I can send you, if you want, I can send you a link to Black Citadel stat sheet links. They offer some really nice stat sheet PDFs you can download and print. I think they're free too.
So you have access to it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
At the very least, you can get it. No.
Ted, are you able to receive actual physical mail at your house yet?
Yeah, I can get mail, though I'm gonna be asking Mike if I can have packages delivered to MNLT.
Yeah, makes
Because
sense.
my mailbox is, like, tiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like a mailbox like you guys have. It's more like a little letterbox.
Yeah.
Right next to my door.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, what was your perception score?
Because it was, that came to a 10 total.
Okay.
I'm rolling on garbage tonight.
It's not bad. You all see the shadow cross the ground as Venomfang is flying down towards the glade. And everyone who doesn't want to be seen by the dragon and engage in combat immediately, roll for stealth.
I roll, stealth is dexterity based, right?
Yes, and I think you're proficient in stealth, so you add your proficiency modifier. Yeah, yeah, it's dex plus proficiency.
Okay, so
Oh dear.
that'll be at 19 for stealth.
Nice.
Oh heck.
I'm a 15.
Oh golly, I'm really glad
I'm
that I didn't do
15.
that. Okay.
That's high enough.
So you just. Oh, let's see this. All right. You just barely managed to. You're fine. Tybelt, you were what?
15.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah, you're fine.
I had 19.
Like I
Right.
said, you're fine. You're hiding. You're like blending in with the shadows.
15.
Okay. You guys just barely managed to kind of like crash into the undergrowth. Did you remember you had disadvantage on stealth checks?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Minus 1.
And then Elizabeth has a bit of a time of it, but she manages to like hide behind some trees and things. Venomfang definitely is like suspicious. He's like sniffing out like something here. But he then kind of shuffles off into his cave. So, do you guys want to take him on in his cave then?
That's the interesting thing, because if he's in the cave, there might be traps he's set there.
You've been watching Critical Role lately.
I just know that about dragons in general.
Uh-huh.
Dragons like traps. But
Okay.
if he's not in the cave,
You get blind.
then he would have the advantage of being able to fly.
Correct. What is your range? Let me check your range stuff real fast.
I have a longbow,
Okay, good.
which I think I'm technically proficient in, but it's not my preferred weapon.
Okay. Yeah, Victor's in the same boat.
But on the flip side, I do have something that might be a little bit better.
Okay. So do you guys want to attack him or draw him out?
I'll do what you guys want.
Rangir, you
Well, I'm
have
trying
any
to.
preferences?
I'm
Remembering
trying
our
to
last
think
fight?
of. I have to see what I'm hitting with a thunderbolt or a fire.
Anything, almost any of your cantrips and spell
Yeah.
attacks require sight.
So I've got to be able to see him,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I don't want him, and I don't want him in a closed space with my companions. If I'm using some of my third level spells, because they tend to have a wide radius.
Could you repeat that? Sorry, I couldn't.
Yeah, Dad just leveled up to 5. You can make yourself 5th level as well if you want.
No, I'll stay as a 4th level for now.
You sure?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm going to track a little bit behind.
All right.
Are you doing XP based advancement or
XP.
whatchamacallit,
Milestone.
Milestone.
Once we finish this adventure, we'll be doing milestone, and
Okay.
by the end of the next adventure beyond this, and this is an interim adventure to kind of help you get introduced to the party, and then also to kick Venomfang's butt because we don't really like him.
Yeah.
And
Hey, beat me.
he bit all of us.
Yeah.
So then we'll be doing the rest of the adventures. Will be milestone, and by the end of that one, it's going to be a little bit tricky because of our current level, but we'll all get to the same level by the end of the next adventure. Just guaranteed. It's not going to be like hugely advanced, but we will be all at the correct level for the adventure beyond that once we get to the next adventure.
Okay, well, if you want, I can do milestone for this one.
Okay. I was just thinking for like if you wanted like an extra level of HP and feats and whatever you get as a 3-1 fighter rogue for this
Okay,
fight.
I'll go ahead and do that real quick.
Okay.
Missing
I was just
something.
thinking you might feel a little better about yourself. Edgar's definitely going to feel better about you being just 1 level higher to fight this dragon because
We've
we
encountered
got
it
our
before.
butts kicked by this thing last time. We almost died. Edgar ran out of healing spells. We were almost on the point of calling a tactical retreat when it ran. What?
We didn't buy
We should have
potions.
bought healing potions.
Should we bust back to Neverwinter and buy some healing potions? Because I'm not going to have enough.
I can retcon it where you guys bought some healing
That'd be good.
potions if you want.
Yeah, we should have
Um,
had some healing potions.
And again, we never divided up the stuff out of the.
We can use that as well. If you want, we can spend the Neverwinter
Yeah.
chest
Yeah.
from more
I'm
mess.
not sure. Healing potions 50?
50 gold pieces a piece, so I will grab that out real
We
fast.
have
Do you
like
want to divide it
400
among the
gold
party,
pieces.
or do you want to use it as party funds? More masks haul.
Party funds.
Party funds? Sounds good.
We're having Amazon ship us some. healing
Sorry, we're
potions.
getting some healing potions by Amazon Raven right now. Because
Cool.
we
I don't have any money for potions right
that's
now.
okay. They're party potions from party funds that we got off of a wraith that we rolled nat 20s on persuasion checks for.
Okay.
So with 1,100 copper pieces, that's 110 silver, right?
Yes.
That's 11 gold. Oh my god, that sounds so much more impressive in copper.
Except we could get rid of those 1,100 copper pieces.
How much for?
1,100 copper pieces runs out to about 11 gold when all is actually said and done.
Yeah.
It's
but
really
how
depressing.
Much is the healing potion?
Healing potion is, I think it's 50 gold
50
pieces.
gold
I'm gonna
pieces.
double check here real
That's
fast.
what I thought.
Yeah.
But we have more than that.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah.
50 gold pieces is a potion of healing.
We're just getting rid of the weight.
So 1,100 copper pieces, 160 silver pieces. So that's
16.
16 gold pieces is
So 27.
27 plus 10 is 37. Yeah, 37 in coin is what it would have come out. I mean, gold pieces in coin is what it would have come out to. Then there were 3 more diamonds at 100 gold pieces a piece, which are really good for Revivify.
Yes, I need the diamonds.
The diamonds are for Revivify. So that's 6 diamonds. 37 gold pieces. I'm gonna say we sold the Moonstone goblets when we went to Neverwinter to buy
Yeah.
stuff. So that's 100, 240,
Oh no, those are 1,000 gold pieces apiece.
240 gold pieces there total.
Okay.
277 gold pieces will bring, and plus 3 gold pieces from the party funds. and Electrum will bring us down. 3 is 6.
Is it possible for you to go? I can't get past you. Tag's been desperate for about an hour.
Okay.
Can you
I'm
go?
going
Yeah, go
to
ahead.
Quick question.
take care of the
Yes.
pack animal.
Yes.
For leveling up, how does that affect my stats?
So what are your hit dice?
D10s.
Okay, so you add a hit dice per level of fighter, and then I don't know what happens with your rogue level, but
I've got my level taken care of.
what that does with your hit dice, I'm saying I don't know what that does. But if you're taking are you taking a level in fighter or rogue?
Fighter. I'm
Good.
more interested in like my strength, dex, constitution, charisma,
Yes.
wisdom, etc.
So at level 4, as a fighter,
Well, it would be a level,
5.
level 4 fighter.
so a 4th level, you get an ability score improvement of either dex or strength, up to 18.
As in, I can adjust those to a
It-
total of.
No, sorry. Either your dex or your strength score increases to 18 flat. I chose the path of strength because that was what my fighters were using. But if you're using more dex-based stuff, you can go with dex. If you're using more strength-based stuff, you can go with strength. But
And
either
then what about for the other things?
the relevant bonus becomes +4. Attack bonus and damage for those based attacks goes up by 1.
I was more curious if it affected constitution, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma at all.
I don't think so.
Cool.
So you've already got action surge and improved critical.
Critical.
Improved critical at 3rd level. Your weapon attacks score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20.
Oh, I missed that.
It's a fighter thing. And then whatever your archetype, Echo Knight I think it was,
Yep.
whatever that goes up as
That doesn't have anything change until level 5, I believe, or level 6, possibly.
probably 6. Most of the stuff goes up at 6. The
Yeah.
Battlemaster and the Samurai both go up at 6 too.
Cool.
Right. Then your relevant. If you're going Dex, then your Dex saving throws increases by 1. Dex based skills increases by 1. If you're wearing light are you going Dex or Strength?
I'm Dex, and I'm wearing light armor.
Light armor, your armor class increases by 1, and your initiative increases by 1.
Okay, cool.
I've got this turn undead thing. Can I ask you about it?
You said my armor class increases by 1?
Yep. And your initiative bonus.
Cool.
Because light armor is Dex improved, and your initiative bonus is entirely Dex based.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got about 30 minutes left tonight. You guys want to fight the dragon tonight or just plan tonight?
I mean, what is there to plan?
How to fight the dragon.
I mean, it's a dragon. You're either gonna fight it or you're not.
True. True.
Well, except that we found last time that our strategy did not work at all. We were just
Yeah,
kind
that's
of,
what I'm saying. Why strategize when the strategy's not gonna work?
we didn't have a strategy last time.
Well, plans are garbage, so why
Alright.
why would we make a plan?
So we have 6 healing potions.
Can I have one of those?
Yeah,
They're
sure.
for everybody.
They're in the party group, so
Well,
anyone.
if you
People have
need-
to carry them, otherwise they can't be used.
Well, yes and no, because like, you can have
It's
one.
fine, yeah.
Okay,
Everybody
everyone
should-
takes a
everyone should
healing
carry
potion
one,
for
yeah.
now.
Right.
Let's see here. Which section is that in? Armor. Cover. Poison. Potion.
Potion of healing. forgot. Victor. Victor has a potion of invisibility.
What? Nice. Where'd you get that?
Yarno.
Right back in?
Glassstaff.
Cool.
Red
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, he's been hiking around for
That's going to be
days,
very
weeks,
useful.
maybe a month, maybe at least a couple of months with that thing clanking around in his back.
Sweet.
Solid. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stealth forward, see if I can get inside, see what's going on in there.
You probably can do it. That's good.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Okay. Am I at advantage for stealth or no?
Remind me why you would be at advantage.
I'm just trying to remember if I am or not.
Okay, I don't know if you would be. I don't know like why.
I can't think of anything. I just wanted to check.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna look for advantage where I can find it.
Yeah, if you can think of a legitimate reason why, I will happily grant you advantage. If you can't, I don't see one.
Does
I can't
his
think of a
rogue have
reason.
it by any chance?
What's going on here?
And does Finnan have advantage for that?
Hold
What
on.
creatures have advantage for stealth?
Mostly invisible ones.
So should...
Ow. Potion of invisibility doesn't last that long.
Oh, okay.
No.
1 hour.
Yeah,
He's gonna take
Dice
it.
ruler is not working. Real quick, let me pull up a different thing.
You want me to roll for you?
No, I want to roll. I'm just gonna close the app and then reopen it real quick.
All right. Yeah, potion of invisibility lasts for an hour.
I know. Okay.
He also has a potion of flying, which he's definitely gonna use in this fight.
Yeah. Does it take an action to...
Okay.
There we go. So
Someone
you said
else.
I'm proficient in
Stealth. Yes.
stealth, so that's dexterity plus proficiency plus my roll. That would be a 21.
Okay, just let me check something real fast here. Perception. That's wisdom. Yeah, you managed to make it to the cave completely undetected.
Okay, and can I just... I'm not very good at it, but can I at least just take a look and see if there's any sort of traps or anything near the entrance?
Sure, roll either a perception or investigation check.
What are each of those based off of?
Perception is wisdom. Investigation is intelligence.
I'll
You
go
have proficiency on perception, but not investigation.
I'll go ahead and do a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, so, proficiency means what again?
Plus, you add your proficiency score.
Right, okay, cool. Okay, so that is an 8, no, 9.
Okay. No obvious traps. Nothing mortally obvious. Also, when you level up to a level 4 fighter, you roll a d10 plus 2 and add that to your whatcha-jinky.
Hit points.
Thank you. Hit points.
Yeah, I already took care of that.
Okay.
My hit points are... Hold on, let me... try closing the app and read following the link, and it should show you my updated character info now.
Okay.
Well, since I don't see anything, I'm going to go ahead and try and stealth inside. They can follow if they want. I'm just going to see what's going on.
Okay. Roll fast here.
Another stealth check?
Yeah.
Okay, not quite as good. So that's proficiency plus dexterity plus roll. That would be an 18.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. The shadows are hiding you.
I'm sorry.
The
He's in the cave.
Yep, the darkness is covering you. The tank is clean.
The what?
An emo reference.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Sorry, I'm quickly rolling up my character's HP increases from level 5. I forgot to do that earlier.
Okay, and then, what do you,
What do I who know?
sorry, I got distracted briefly. What do I see in there?
Was that your perception?
Inside.
You see a narrow passage turning to the left after about 20 feet. It's like not narrow, it's like a dragon could get through it, but it'd be a little bit of a pinch.
Okay, cool.
Like he'd have to scrunch his wings in, duck his head, you know.
I'll go ahead and continue calling that. You guys gonna follow? You guys gonna follow me or not?
At this point, yeah, Victor has quaffed his. He's considering quaffing his potion of invisibility and his potion of flying.
I wouldn't bring it both at the same time.
No?
So, I mean,
Does it take an action to do it, though?
well, I guess I'm not there, so I can't say anything. Sorry.
Can I have the list of
Huh?
things I could have gotten?
Wizard line. Wizard line. I'm gonna highly recommend Fireball.
I've already done that one.
Okay. How many more spells can you learn right now?
Well, I can lose some.
Okay. What are you losing?
One that I couldn't read.
Which one?
I couldn't read it.
Okay. Yeah, Victor is thinking about his potion of invisibility long and hard. Excuse me. And he's also thinking, and Elizabeth is thinking about a potion of vitality that she swiped off one of the bugbearers from Vendelver.
A bugbear had a potion?
Yeah. Go figure.
Can I roll with those bugbears? I like that.
No.
Lightning level 5.
Recall.
What, me?
Sorry, Dad was asking about lightning bolt or fly, and I said his call.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and continue stomping down the hallway.
Okay. You hear a foot scrape behind you.
Lightning bolt's kind of a linear.
Softly.
In case someone didn't do so great, I'm gonna start the check.
Yeah.
Do
You
you
also
know
hear the
what
jingling of
protect
chainmail.
that?
What?
Do you know my passive perception?
No. What's your passive?
12.
Okay. You see Lisbeth kind of scraping along the wall as she slides into the cave.
Gotcha. I'm gonna motion for her to stay back a little bit, and I'm gonna continue stealthing forward.
Okay.
We're gonna have to ask
Oh
her.
my. Okay. All of a sudden you hear a faint voice down by your hip. What are you doing? It's like this almost disembodied voice.
I'm gonna instinctively just open hand slap in that direction, not using my claws.
Make an attack roll.
Would it be at disadvantage or no?
No.
They're both 8.
Okay, so that would be. Where am I?
No, I'm sorry. No, you asked about the lightning bolt.
You said they're both.
Flying would be to get me someplace.
Are you proficient in unarmed attack?
I am not proficient in unarmed attack, so it's just
Fireball. Fireball.
I've got information here on what I need for that.
It goes for
So
1,000 feet.
that would be
Well, that's what I chose.
12.
Your hand swipes through empty air as you hear the voice turning and digging.
Hey! Hey! How is that any way to treat your party members?
Sorry, maybe go ahead and give someone a bit more of a heads up when you're going to appear right next to them within striking distance.
Can I help with that nat 20 on my stealth roll?
Hey.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I help with that I'm really stealthy?
Finn's voice is definitely aggravated at this point.
I can tell you're very stealthy. Your voice seems to be utterly unhearable.
It's hard to get that through a speaker when you're talking fast sometimes.
Can I help it if I'm very stealthy?
Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to see what on earth is going on.
You sense a light brush of movement past you. Okay.
Dragon ahead! Dragon ahead! Dragon ahead!
You hear this little squeaky whisper.
I never would have guessed.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and sneak forward again to where I can see whatever he can see.
I'm coming in.
Okay. Do you think
Another
Victor should
stealth
take
roll?
that? Why not? You think Victor should
I take the invisibility potion now.
Okay.
What's he gonna save it for? What's he gonna save it
Right.
for? He puts on his ring.
There are invisible rings available.
So
Oh,
I'm
just a second. I have.
stealth.
Another 21 for stealth.
You're good.
Cool. What do I see?
You see Venomfang kind of crouching in the middle of the room with level is a regular.
I don't know. I think so. Okay. What I want to do is get everybody out of the way and throw the lightning bolt at it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a D.
You see a lot of, like... Doesn't make sense, hang on. Okay. You see that he has been busy. There is a pile of loot on the ground. Coins, gemstones, and some miscellaneous items.
He's got lightning.
Told you.
Not absolute favorites.
Okay.
I would like to stealth forward and see if I can get a closer look at him, see if there's any gaps in his scales or anything like that.
Roll a perception check.
If I can get people out of the way, I can
Perception
shoot
is gonna be
fireball,
I'm
or I
proficient
can
in
shoot
perception.
thunder. I mean, lightning bolt.
Hold on.
And that's 8.
Just a sec. Gotta read
D's,
the yeah,
sixes.
because my phone is
So you wrote it down.
weird again.
Did you write it down?
No, not yet.
You better write it down.
So perception
But I can't do it if anybody's near.
15.
Okay. You don't see any obvious gaps or weaknesses in his armor. He's a young green dragon, but so he's not like that. He's not huge, but he's like definitely not. He's definitely recovered from whatever pounding the heroes of Thundertree gave him.
I don't want to meet an
Yeah, I
ancient
kind
one.
of figured that would have happened.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and whisper in the general direction of my invisible friend that maybe he should go bring his companions up and prepare for a fight.
And with that,
We still have surprise, don't we?
if everyone makes their last stealth check, yes.
If Fanny can
And
get
I will
back
go
and see that
ahead
we're all
while they are
in.
coming up. I will get on the opposite side of the cave.
Wait, he's going to the opposite side of the cave. He's going to get blasted by
Can I
the
go ahead and
lightning bolt.
stealth behind the tree?
I can't do lightning bolt or fireball with you.
Maybe not directly behind him. You might not want to because you know that the wizards tend to have things like lightning bolts or balls of fire that can affect people behind.
Right, I'm just saying, is there anything that I could hide behind on the other side, generically other side of the cave? Like not dead opposite from the entrance, but the other side of the cave.
This is. There are a couple of stalagmites that you could possibly get some cover behind. Some are a little bigger than others. A person your size could probably get at least 3/4 cover from one of the bigger pillars.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go for that. I know his breath weapon doesn't get affected by
See,
cover, but I
poison.
might as well use
What?
attempt
You're saying it's a poison dragon?
Yeah, that's next poison blade.
Lightning bolt goes 1,000 feet and it's 5 feet wide, so it's more of a precision strike. And it
Actually, hold on. No, I'm
and
not
it delivers
I
8
don't like the
d6s.
idea of 5 feet ride.
Write it down.
Okay.
I would like to take out my longbow.
Okay.
And I would like to stand just inside the entryway.
Okay.
And I would like to take a shot at it.
And with that, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Can you go?
What's going on?
We'd like to have a lightning bolt go first.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, roll for initiative.
5.
Yep.
Oh boy. 2. Plus 2, 4.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for the attack since that's happening before initiative is happening?
Yes.
Okay, so let me real quick. Just gonna do that real quick and then roll for the attack. Okay, and back to my longbow. Oh, cool! I am proficient with longbow. Oh. That'll be a 22 to hit.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Cool, so for that one, damage is 1d8.
Plus dex, plus, if you're proficient in it, proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Same level of damage as fire.
That would be and set plus dexterity.
Yeah, I believe so. It's a ranged attack, so yeah, dex.
So 14.
Okay, 14 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And then after I shoot, I would like to yell, "Come and get me, big worm."
So you said how many points of damage? 16?
15.
16.
16, thanks. Okay.
Oh wait, no, not 16. 14.
14, okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So the arrow streaks out of the darkness and slams against the dragon's underbelly and just goes,
Ah! So, heroes, I have heard of your kind before.
and then, alright, what's,
Something about a hero. I'm just a man with a death wish.
and then out of the darkness you hear,
Your reign of terror on Thundertree ends today, worm.
He's a hero.
Must be Victor.
Yes.
and you look to see where the voice is coming from and you don't see anything. Like there's nothing there. There's just an angry yelling voice.
Ooh. Makes
I'm
it
gonna
hard for me to
quietly,
use something.
yeah, like,
I can't see it.
say to
You can
that
drop.
disembodied voice, see if you can get behind it when he gets in the tunnel.
Within 5 feet.
Okay, so the cavern is about 80 feet in diameter. It's approximately circular, with probably certainly 40 feet tall. It's a kind of almost a dome. One would almost say a thunderdome.
What I'm saying is, I'm gonna start rolling,
Okay.
and I just told him to try and get behind it when it follows me out into the tunnel.
Okay. As you start running, you basically almost run slap bang into the other 4 members of the party who have come into the tunnel.
Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back!
What is
Go
your
through the tunnel. If we can find him in the tunnel, it'll be easier.
what is your initiative bonus or your initiative roll?
Hold on just a sec. Where did that go? I had rolled it, and then I forgot what it was. That would be 21.
Okay. So the way that we're running combat is team based. So it's our side versus their side, and we got the jump on initiative. So so in addition to your surprise round, we get the top of the round. So
Anyone who wants to make an attack, do it, and then get back into the tunnel. We should keep him on the ground in the tunnel. He won't have no path to fly away.
so Rangir,
It's
you're
not
going
gonna
to make an
kill us,
attack.
but
Just make an attack.
I need to make sure that there's 5 feet. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use a level 3.
Okay.
Since I don't want to use something that is 30 feet in diameter.
I can't hear what he's doing.
So Rangir extends his hands, and a
Lightning
crackling
bolt.
beam of lightning just streaks out from his hands, sizzling through the air.
Where are your red ones? I need a whole bunch of D6s.
Okay. Where are the
There's
d6s?
3 here.
Are they-
There they are.
Okay.
All right. You know how many?
I need an 8. I need 8 of them.
2,
And then he rolls.
3, 4,
I've got 1.
5, 6.
There's 2 here. No.
It's just to make
You've
it
got
easy.
1, right?
I've got 1.
6, 7, 8.
Wow.
You need-
And the target makes what kind of a throw?
It's a saving. Just a second.
I want to write this down at some point when you
Yeah, I
have
didn't.
the ability
Okay,
to do
it's
so.
this is the same thing, but sorry, lightning bolt. 5 feet wide, blasts out.
the dex
right
thing?
from-
Dex
Just a second,
con?
I'm getting there. The creature takes on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful save.
What kind of
Kinda
save?
Thanks to
Dexterity saving throw. Okay, thank you.
Two, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 21, 24.
D.
Now roll it again.
Oh! You didn't get 1?
Roll
So I
it
got-
again, wizard.
I got
So-
24.
Table rules that I've seen done elsewhere is that if you nat 1 on a saving throw, the damage gets doubled.
So you do it by re-rolling or just doing the math and doubling
Oh,
the
we re-roll.
So I've got 24. Or not as high. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 24 and 17 is 41.
1. So the lightning bolt streaks out from the both hands. The wizard extends both his hands out, and just this 5-foot wide bolt of electricity just hurtles outward and slams into the dragon. It's just.
I will feast on your bones for that.
What?
I said that doesn't stand the short halter.
No. Jeez, no. Why would you even think that?
What did he say?
Don't ask.
I was saying it doesn't.
I'm sorry, my leg is not going to last much longer.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So that was
When-
what?
once
40,
you-
41?
I've got 55
41.
points of damage.
41. Okay.
You got what?
Well, he had 14 already from him,
Oh.
so he's got 55 total points of damage. Right?
Okay. So I'm trying to think of what just got
Oh,
dealt
sorry,
here.
yeah, 41.
41 is. That was not a pleasant experience. How many rounds left?
Let's go through the ones.
I'm going to take my bonus action to move backwards. So I'm out of the...
Movement.
Huh?
Movement.
Oh,
You're gonna take your movement to move out.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to be in the poison...
That you're gonna take your movement. So then we come to either you or the terrible trio.
Do a terrible trio.
Okay.
Just in case somebody needs
So
to.
out in the cave, you hear, "The only bones to be feasted upon are yours." That is gonna take me just hits. Oh. Okay. So that brings it to 13 points of damage there. As you see, oh crud.
Hmm?
We'll just say he did not take the invisibility potion, just because I forgot that you become visible again when you attack.
Oh,
So retconning that real fast, he did not take the potion of healing of invisibility, knowing that would be stupid to fight and then become invisible.
Use it, got it.
Okay,
I like that.
so you saw Victor shouting all this. So Victor charges forward and slashes across the dragon's flank. And that's 13 points of damage there. Okay, and then Elizabeth, I think.
Yeah.
Elizabeth is going to.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to do sneak attack with that bow and arrow. On the
Okay,
spread.
what'd you got?
Let me real quick roll that. That's 1d6.
Yep.
That'll be 3 more points.
Good. Every little bit counts. So, the Elizabeth is going to charge forward, swinging her great axe, and glance off the dragonhide scales, just not successfully managing to penetrate the very tough exterior hide of the dragon. From his position in the mouth of the tunnel, Finn is going to look at you and go, "Running? Good idea." And he's going to fire an arrow at the dragon and hit. 9 points of damage there. So the arrow kind of sticks into the dragon and just goes, "Ah!" It's like, yeah, I hope that's done.
Wait, unlocked.
What is the rules on sneak attack here?
On what?
So either they're unaware of your presence, or if you have an ally within melee range.
Okay, good. He's going to also deal 3 extra d6 on that.
Oh, so he's lucky rogue.
Yes.
6, 12. Yes.
A rogue archer. Awesome.
12 more?
Yes.
Tell 10.
That's 12 more points of damage.
Our turn, yes, in the team initiative, or did a lot of people roll higher than a 21?
Oh, it's not. I mean, it's team initiative is just whoever wants to go, go.
Oh, okay, so I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and do what you want to do.
Okay, how far am I from the dragon?
Let me check here real fast. Large, okay. So large. I'd say you're probably no more than 20 feet from the dragon.
Cool. I would like to, since we've got people going ahead and running up forward and we're ignoring the tunnel as a potential fighting zone. I would like to spread ourselves out a little bit. Which side is Elizabeth?
She's right next to Victor on the opposite side from you guys. So they run around, like, not the opposite side, but they like run to one of the sides of the dragon. It's like
Which side are they on?
left.
Left, okay, I'll go ahead and go right.
Okay.
Yep, right. And then I will go ahead and just a second, just check one thing here.
While you're checking that real fast, when you shoot an arrow, just go ahead and roll a d20, and on a 3 or higher, don't like mess around with it. If you roll a 2 or lower, let me know.
Okay. I probably won't be sticking with arrows going forward.
No, that's fine. But the next time you do in combat, just let me know. So what are you doing?
Okay. I'm trying to. Okay. I will go ahead and for my bonus action, I will manifest Echo,
Okay.
and I will set it directly behind the dragon.
Sounds good. 1 second while I remind myself of that particular ability.
You go to information, and then it's in the Fighter Echo Knight section.
Yeah.
And then I will go ahead and what I'm trying to see here.
Okay. So
I'll go ahead and make an attack with each of my short swords, because I'm allowed to do one attack with the main hand, one attack with offhand, correct?
what are you using?
Short swords?
Let me double check that real fast. Are they light?
Yes, they are also,
Versatile.
and also I have,
Okay, yeah. If it's a light weapon, you can do two-hand fighting,
right, and also I've
and you can
got-
either add your dex or your strength because it's versatile.
Right, and I can use my ability modifier to the damage for the second one as well, because I have two weapon fighting as my style, so instead
Okay.
of having one be just a roll plus proficiency, I can include ability modifier as well.
And that's to the attack, right?
That's to the damage, I believe.
Proficiency doesn't apply over to the damage. It's just it's roll
You-
ability.
Oh, yeah, not proficiency on damage. It's I can because it's
ability modifier to damage. Yeah, yeah, okay.
You
So
spend-
you put up you put out your hand, and a shadowy gray translucent image of Tybalt appears on the other side of the dragon, and then he launches to attacks with his short swords. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and do one from my position and one from the Echo's position. Not that it really matters. It's more just I'm trying to keep the dragon moving around looking.
Okay.
Because
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Attacks that originate.
Yeah, I see it. I'm looking at it right now.
Do I also get flanking bonus for this?
Sneak attack?
No, flanking. Flanking would be if someone's directly opposite of the dragon, I get advantage.
No, not technically.
I'm not opposite.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you get flanking, sorry.
Okay. So then, for the first attack, where did that go? So I have 20 to hit
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
for my first attack.
Roll damage.
Damage is gonna be 6 damage.
Okay, so you carve your sword across it, and it just kind of recoils slightly.
Yeah, 6. Sorry.
Okay. She turns around and goes, "Ah, the not hero."
And then for my second attack, I'm going to go ahead and attack there.
Go for it.
That's 25 to hit. I'm assuming
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage on that is going to... Oh, that's better. 9.
Okay.
And then that's all I can do. I have to use my movement, bonus action, and action.
Okay. I can do this either before or after. I forgot to use the extra action of the fighters that I just got. So I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah. Do I get another attack?
Only at 5th level.
Oh, okay, cool.
You haven't taken the roadside class, yes, but not that I blame you for it, but it's a really new action. It's a today new ability that I forgot about.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm still getting used to what I've got right now.
And Liz
So
hasn't gone
at
yet.
level 5,
Yes, yes.
yes, at level 5, what happens if I use my magic missiles?
Level 5? Oh, you mean you level 5? I thought you meant level 5 magic missile.
No, me level 5.
Oh, nothing changes with the magic missiles.
So if I use 5 of them,
Or 6 of them.
or 6 of them, I'm thinking 6.
6 level, so you cast a 6th level magic missile?
Yes.
Okay. So Edra raises the wand of magic missiles. And
I need this.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 glowing darts of arcane energy come hurtling out of the tip of the wand.
Do I do D6s or D4s?
D4s.
Oh, okay.
You need a lot of D4s.
That's why I was.
Let's see if I got any D4s. No, I got 1. Go through.
I gave her 9.
Okay, here's a D4. You get a D4. You get a D4. How many do you need?
7? I've got 5 I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more. Do we have it? I can always roll again.
I think you'll have to roll again.
Okay, you ready? Because I can.
Yep.
Also, Rob, not to be...
You need to end soon?
I can do probably about 50 more.
I don't have
We're
that.
working on the end of this
Yeah,
round
'cause I
wrap
gotta
up
be
because
done.
Mom's got to be done too.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna bring it up. That's good.
He will deal his damage and we'll call it good, and then we'll start in at the end of that.
Yeah.
Signing out.
16
16 total
total.
plus the 6 of magic missile. So that's 16 on the dice, or 16, or is it 11 on the dice?
It was 16. Oh, do I have more to that? Oh, try to get
21.
Plus-
So
plus 6.
22.
Okay.
So 22 points of damage from the magic missiles. Because D4 plus
Right,
1
right.
essentially is
Right,
per
forgot
dart.
about them.
21. That hurt. The dragon is not looking happy. He's not rough, but he's looking unhappy. And real fast, I'm gonna deal my fighter's damage. If you want to cut out Ted, that's fine. I'm just gonna resolve my extra attacks on the fighters. Probably some action surges.
Attack on my first attack last one. So,
You what?
for my first short sword attack, I forgot to do sneak attack.
Okay, D6 extra. You want me to roll that, or you want to roll that?
I got that. It's 5 more points of damage.
5 more points of damage? Okay. That is good to know. Okay. So if you want to dip out, I'm just going to resolve some action surges and extra attacks on the fighter's part. See if they can beat him into oblivion. I'll text you later if he actually dies. He might actually die.
So nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Yes.
You want to do an action surge?
Yeah.
Alright, action surge. Go.
Because I get another 2 attacks, correct?
Go for it.
Okay.
And you get sneak attack on those attacks because the guy, and you may get flanked. I don't know what the rules on flanked are, but
It only happens once per round.
okay. Sneak attack happens for the attack, right?
Sneak attack is damage once you hit.
So it's if you hit and they've got dice next and they've got guys next to them, then that's extra damage.
One time per round.
One time per round. Okay.
Yeah. And then I will also unleash incarnation as well.
Okay. Let me double check what that does. Real fast.
One more attack.
Okay. So you're gonna do 3 attacks.
Yeah, 3 more attacks. I'll do 2 from Necro's position, 1 from mine.
Sounds good. Go for it. So the dragon's kind of like looking around, like
What sorcery is this?
as you attack.
Okay, 19 to hit for the first one.
That hits.
Okay, do you want me to do all the attacks?
Just go ahead and roll the attacks, and then we'll deal damage once that's done.
Okay. That's a 17 to hit.
That misses, unfortunately.
Okay. And then that will also be a 17 to hit. So I
Unfortunately. So the 2 apparitional attacks just kind of scrape off the dragon's hide, and it dodges away from the second one. Just went.
Using my echo.
Yep.
So then damage is depressing 6.
Okay.
Everything counts.
Every little bit counts.
Okay, and then that's all I can do.
Okay.
Then my action surge and everything else.
Alright, sounds good. I'm gonna roll up the action surges on the fighters and the extra attacks. They're in. If you want to dip out, that's fine. Or if you want to listen in, also fine. Victor's gonna make his extra attack before he burns his action surge that I forgot to give him earlier.
Dip out just because
Sounds good.
I'm pretty ugly.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks
Hope
for
you'll join us again
joining.
next time.
Yeah, next time I'll join you and we'll just go straight to using the phone because
Yeah,
that's
I was gonna
good.
say that.
Yeah.
internet works here, but it's not quite as consistent. Plus, also, I know it's been patched up by you guys. So.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you.
Good night, Ted.
Right, Ted.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Yep.
You too.
Alright. So, Victor is going to make his forgotten attack. He's going to deal 10 points of damage. Then he's going to burn his action surge using his extra attack as well. 2 more attacks. That is a hit. Shoot. No, sorry, that was not 10 points of damage. That was 15 points of damage. Forgot that his ability modifier. Yep. 15. So that's 15 points of damage. Then for his next attack, he's going to hit and deal 9 points of damage.
24.
Yep. And then he's going to burn his action surge. Or no, and then he's going to use his extra attack on his action surge. That's a hit. 12 points of damage. The dragon's looking a little rough.
He's not allowed to run.
He can't. He's blocked. And he's going to fight to the death in this lair because I had a DM decree it so. But even if he could run, he doesn't have time to run at this point because... Oh no, the cleric didn't make an attack. Oh, fudge. Do you want to either call or text or just visually contact Mom and see what she wants to do for her attack? I can resolve for her. And then Lisbeth is going to attack. That's a hit. For 15 points of damage. Yep, 15 points of damage.
What do you want to do for your attack? You already attacked once?
You did? What'd you do?
Oh, she says she already. She
was
did
gonna
the
go after the
magic
turtles.
missile.
Oh, ding dong, the magic missiles. Right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, thank you. He forgot. Okay.
I wish that. Okay, 15
Bye.
points of damage.
Does she get a surge too? Or?
No, that's a fighter ability at level 2 or 3 or 1 or something. I don't remember.
No, I meant did
Yeah, Elizabeth gets an action surge and an extra attack. This is her first attack out of 4, so. Victor just unloads, just hacking into the dragon, and then Elizabeth follows up from next to him, just wailing on the dragon with her axe. Second attack, interference. That hits. Pretty sure. Yep, that just barely hits. And that is 9 points of damage. Third attack. There's a hit for 10 points of damage. Dragon looking pretty rough right now. Last attack. Holy smite. All the times. Holy smite. Okay. So, as the dragon is like looking around like just like getting battered from all sides by the tabaxi, his phantom apparition, the magic missiles, the lightning bolt, then the fighters just close and smash into him, just this flurry of blows, just whack, 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 whack. Elizabeth just hauls back with her last strike and just goes, "For Thundertree!" And just slams her axe into the dragon's throat, just where jaw meets neck, and just whack! This huge clawing stroke just across the front of the dragon's neck, and she just goes, just blood hemorrhaging out from its just dark, thick Icarus blood, just hemorrhaging out from its throat as it collapses at the fighter's feet. And Victor looks over at Elizabeth and just goes, "You know, my lady, for once, I'm not mad about getting covered in blood." And, so yeah. That
We'll
is...
add up all our booty to next time.
Yes, I have I have screenshotted the loot. There will be a lot of loot. There will be a lot of XP. Remind me next week that we did not put in, or next time that we did not put our XP in yet.
Yeah.
I better really...
The dragon didn't get a shot at us.
No, that like gaining the initiative was clutch. Like if he'd gotten the jump on us, we wouldn't have finished this round,
Yeah.
like this turn, and we would have probably gotten badly hurt.
Oh, yeah.